Hello, sports fans. Welcome to your one-stop shop for exciting and juicy global sporting stories. This is DDM Sports Central. And today, as usual, we have exciting sports stories for your listening and viewing pleasure. On the menu today, Morocco wins AFCON under 17. It's like Morocco is taking all trophies to themselves. Flamingos closer to the World Cup ticket. And then we have a roundup of major football leagues, plus what I will call sports bonus for this edition. Do not go anywhere because after this break, I will be right at your sports service. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back. We begin today's edition with athletics. Nigerian sprint sensation Favour Ofili delivered a sterling performance at the Tom Jones Memorial on Friday, setting a national lead of 22.34 seconds in the women's 200 meters event. The LSU alumni finished second in her heat, just behind Olympic 100 meters silver medalist Julian Alfred of St. Lucia, who scorched the track with a world-leading time of 21.88 seconds, the fastest in the world so far this season. Ofili's run not only marks her fastest 200 meters of the year, but also underlines her growing form ahead of a busy international season. Her 22.34 clocking is currently the best time by a Nigerian woman in 2025. And is a strong statement of intent as Favour Ofili builds momentum towards major championship. Gillian Alfred's 21.88 seconds performance, meanwhile, reaffirmed her status as one of the biggest threats in women's sprinting world as she powered away with effortless grace to win the heat. Nigerian sprinter Koinsola Ajayi announced his arrival on the global scene in spectacular fashion on Saturday, clocking blistering personal best of 9.96 seconds to win the men's 100 meters at the Tom Jones Memorial Invitational in Florida. Running with a legal wind reading of plus 1.9 meters per second, Ajayi stormed out of the blocks and held his form down the stretch to finish ahead of a quality field, marking his first ever sub 10 seconds performance. His time not only earned him the gold, but also elevated him into the record books as the 10th fastest Nigerian in history over the distance. He held off strong competition from American collegiate sprint stars, with LSU's Jelani Watkins finishing second in 10.03 and Timas McCallum taking third in 10.04 seconds. Ajayi's performance is a statement of intent in what promises to be an exciting season for the rising star, especially with the World Championships and the Olympic Games looming on the horizon. His sub 10 mark places him in elite company, joining a distinguished list of Nigerian sprint greats like Olusoji Fashoba, Divine Oduduru, and Enoch Adegoke. We go to football and we move over to the EPL matches. Trent Alexander-Arnold gave Liverpool the needed goal to gather all 3 points when they traveled to face Leicester City over the weekend. His goal in the 76th minute ensured Liverpool maintained a 13-point lead over Arsenal, who are in second place. Arsenal hammered Ipswich Town in front of their supporters by 4 goals to nothing, with Ethan Nwaneri scoring the 4th goal in the 88th minute. Lisandro Trossard scored a brace in the 14th and 69th minute, while Gabriel Martinelli scored the 3rd goal. Other games saw Chelsea coming from behind to cancel out Alex Iwobi's goal for Fulham to beat Fulham in front of their home fans 2-1. Manchester United lost again 0-1 to Wolves. I thought with the whole fire from the Europa League, they would be able to beat Wolves. Anyway, Aston Villa surprisingly dismantled Newcastle 4-1, probably in the anger of their exit from the UEFA Champions League. Everton lost at home to Manchester City 0-2, so that Man City is at the moment inside the top 5. Crystal Palace and Bournemouth fired blanks. No goals in that game. West Ham played out a 1-all draw against Southampton. Brentford defeated Brighton 4 goals to 2. Tottenham lost 1-2 at home to Nottingham Forest. Now looking at the EPL table, Liverpool is leading the table with 79 points. Arsenal is second with 66 points. Nottingham Forest is third with 60 points. Newcastle is fourth with 59 points. Now we move over to the La Liga, where it took an injury time second half goal for Real Madrid to defeat Athletic Club 1 goal to nothing at the Santiago Bernabeu. Valverde scored in the 93rd minute. In other games, Sevilla played out a 1-all draw against Deportivo Alaves. Villarreal played out a 2-all draw against Real Sociedad. Real Valladolid, so many Reals now in Spain. Real Valladolid lost at home 2-3 to Osasuna. Las Palmas defeated Atletico Madrid 1 goal to nothing, courtesy of a 93rd minute strike from Javier Munoz. Mallorca and Leganes fired blanks. It was 0-0 in that game. Barcelona came from behind, and with a late minute penalty in the 98th minute, which Rafinha converted for his brace, they won the game. In a hard-fought game, actually, 4 goals to 3 against Celta Vigo. Rayo Vallecano and Valencia played out a 1-1 scoreline. Espanyol defeated Getafe by 1 goal to nothing. Now, looking at the La Liga table, Barcelona still maintain the 4-point lead over Real Madrid, and who is in second place. Barcelona is in first position with 73 points, while Real Madrid is second with 69 points. Atletico Madrid, despite losing, is in third with 63 points. Now we move over to the Serie A, where Ederson's goal in the 62nd minute gave Atalanta a 1-0 away victory to AC Milan. I don't know what's happening to AC Milan recently. Bologna defeated Inter Milan by 1 goal to nothing. Empoli and Venezia played out a 2-all draw. Roma defeated Verona by 1 goal to nothing. Monza lost at home to Napoli by 1 goal to nothing. And then Lecce also lost at home by 0 goal to 3 against Como. Now looking at the Serie A table, Inter is at the top. Though they are tied on points with Napoli, who is in second. They're both on 71 points. Atalanta is third with 64 points. Now we come down to the MPFL, where there were also some interesting games in the MPFL. Vendel Insurance did not do enough to ensure maximum points as they played out 1-all draw against Nasarawa United. Plateau United defeated Aqua United by 1 goal to nothing. Shooting Stars could not dim the Stars of Remo as they lost at home 0-1 to Remo Stars. Heartland of Owerri and Kwara United fired blanks. There was no goal in that game. El Kanemi Warriors could not do anything to my favorite Ikorodu City, who are now impressively at the top 4 of the Nigeria Professional League table. They played out a 1-all draw. Niger Tornadoes could not blow out Bayelsa United as they also played out a 1-all draw. Eyimba of Aba, the People's Elephants, were able to defeat Kano Pillars by 2 goals to 1. Already relegated Lobby Stars lost at home to Enugu Rangers by 2 goals to 4. Katsina United got the biggest win of the weekend as they hammered Abia Warriors by 5 goals to 1. Now looking at the MPFL table, Remo Stars topped the table with 65 points. Safe to say they have won the MPFL title for the season. But then we wait till the final day. Rivers United is second with 58 points. Ikorodu City, my darling Ikorodu City, is third, though tied on points, on 53 points with Abia Warriors, who is in 4th place. We go to the Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations that just ended. Morocco were crowned champions of the Total Energies CAF Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations for the first time in their history after they defeated the 2-time winners Mali 4 goals to 2 on penalties, following a tense goalless draw in Saturday's final at the Stade El Bachir in Mohammedia. It appears football is heading to Morocco. Why did I say that? They have stayed with Senegal in recent years. But judging from Morocco's semi-final success in the FIFA Senior Men's World Cup in 2022, it seems to be heading to Morocco. Morocco's women made history by reaching the round of 16 in the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup, their first ever appearance at the tournament. Nigeria, Super Falcons, also existed in the round of 16. Their under-23 men's team won bronze in last year's Olympics. So you'll agree with me that football is heading to Morocco. They're doing something right. Flamingos, the under-17 women's national team of Nigeria, are 1 foot from qualifying for the under-17 World Cup after they hammered their opponents from Algeria 4-0 at the Kene Remo Stadium on Saturday. A brace from Queen Joseph, in fact, her second goal, which was the team's third, was a stunner. And a goal each from Zainab Raji and Aishat Admashan ensured that the Flamingos humiliated the Algerian side by 4-0. The Flamingos' goals came in the first minute, 13th minute, 17th minute, and in the 90th minute. Now, this is my sports bonus for the day. Maverick singer Habib Okikiola Badmus, aka Portable, has dared former world heavyweight boxing champion Anthony Olufemi Olasheni Joshua to a boxing challenge and wants to fight Joshua for 100 million naira. Portable declared in a video post on social media after beating another controversial singer, Speed Darlington, that he will readily enter in the ring to fight AJ if he is given enough money for the bout. Although he has no experience of professional boxing and looked rusty during Friday's exhibition fight, Portable, who shot into limelight in 2021 with his hit song Zazuze featuring Olamide, Afrobeats rapper, admitted he will be fighting for the money rather than a chance to prove the power of his fists. Let me try to use this voice. Bring Joshua, me and Joshua, let us fight 100. I don't get that in voice, I can't get it. I don't want to fight again, but if he places the money 100 million naira, I will take it. It's money I'm looking for. I am still strong. I am not tired. I can still throw punches. They say I can't throw punches, and they called me to a fight. So I showed them. So set the money 100 million naira. I wanted to laugh like one of my colleagues, Messi, but it won't really come out. But Oga Portable, you don't know how to use advice to this advice. Say you beat somebody. Speed Darlington is not a boxer. He's not a professional boxer. And you are claiming rights with a former world champion, Anthony Joshua, that you are going to do what? Anyway, people talk and say that the money they look for. But remember, saying I will be alive and they talk money. That is just my own kind of advice. Okay, on that bonus note, we have come to the end of today's edition of DDM Sports Central. We hope you enjoyed all that we brought to you for your viewing and listening pleasure. Do not forget to like, share, and comment this edition and previous editions of DDM Sports Central. Do not forget to also subscribe to our YouTube handle, Diaspora Media. Follow us on Twitter, Diaspora DM, Instagram, Diaspora DM, other social media handles, Diaspora DM. Until I come your way on another edition of DDM Sports Central, I remain your host with the sports. You have a lovely